Good evening, guys. How you all doing tonight? We're back with another Bannerlord Sunday event. Oh, I don't know about you guys. It's been a long weekend for me, this one, but I'm really glad to be sat here bringing you guys a bit of epic Bannerlord content. What better way to end a Sunday? Am I right, guys? So how's everyone doing today? Who we got in the chat? Crypto Knight. Good to have you here, bud. I think I've seen you on a few streams in the past. Susaville TW. Total War? I'm going to take a guess on that one, but good to have you here, bud. The more, the merrier. As we're sat here, I can see on YouTube we've got 14 concurrent viewers. Do you know what, guys? I think this might be a new record for the channel, certainly for the final beginning of a stream. Let's put it that way. Parallelism Resi, whoop whoop. Yeah, I agree, bud. Absolutely. So I am just currently sat in the lobby waiting for the event to begin, but I think the admins have just shared out the password, so I'm going to stick it on my face just for a little bit longer, guys, but I'll be changing it over to the Bannerlord screen in just a second. Here we go. Nice. I mean, today, guys, I know sometimes we cover the Bretonnian BRE events, but I thought this time we'd do something a little bit different. We're yeah, covering the KTE event, which is basically another one of the Sunday events, usually almost as large as the BRE ones, maybe fractionally smaller. But it's one of the events where we get quite a lot of the lesser known clans, you know, some of the smaller ones, and typically a lot of the newer clans as well. So, you know, we'll hopefully be giving quite a few clans that don't normally get exposure on this channel a bit of coverage. Right, so I'm in the game. Everything seems to be working reasonably well. So what I'm going to do, guys, is I'm just going to switch over to the game camera, if it loads in. Well, oh, there we go. Okay, perfect. I was a little bit worried that it was showing up black there, but we're in, guys. So this is a fantastic map made by a player called Anana, I think. Brilliant map maker. But this, honestly, is one of my favorite maps that that creator has made. Just the attention to detail on this whole town. So I think this is going to be like a control point battle. So throughout this town there will be various flags that both teams will be fighting over, and yeah, I think it's going to be the scenario where it's either first to take the control point, reduce the enemy's morale, or it's just going to be first to wipe out the opposing team. But I think the format of today's battle is basically just going to be each team trying to win as many rounds as they can, and basically the team with the overall number of wins right at the end will be crowned the winner of today's event. So let's go have a look at the action. We are just in the warm-up phase at the moment, where obviously players are spawning in and they're you know, just getting a bit of practice in, basically. So there are two teams, but what we're witnessing here is just a bit of a practice free-for-all where everyone's doing a bit of a warm-up. The Hydro, good to have you, bud. Welcome to the stream. Oh, Short King, of course, yeah, you were with Kingdom of the Franks. Ah, bud, what a shame. Yeah, I always liked KOTF. They always had some of like my favourite armour of all the clans in Bannerlord, especially in these events with like the yellow and blue with those helmets with the little visors that are like shifted upwards. Very cool look. Who are you with now, bud? Did you move to a different clan, or have just given Bannerlord a bit of a pause at the moment? Oh man, just look at the number of players. And this isn't even all of it, guys. What we're looking at here is one side of the battlefield. There's another practice battle happening on the other side as well with an equal number of players. And given that the event hasn't actually started yet as well, I think we are still waiting for a few clans to spawn in. So hopefully as the time goes on, you know, this battle will get bigger and bigger. But I think it should be a good one tonight, guys. You know, a couple hundred players fighting against each other. So let's just have a quick browse of some of the players that we've got here, see if there's anyone that we recognise. I mean, right here in the blue, you'll probably recognise these uniforms from the thumbnail for this video. That's one of the Kingdom of Hordaland archers. Very cool. Love the cloaks on those guys. We've got a guy here from the Teutonic Knights or Teutonic Order with his black and yellow shield, just fighting off against that Black Knight there. Who else have we got on the battlefield today? Oh yeah, this is the yellow armor here, which I was talking about. This is Kingdom of the Franks. Yeah, this guy's classic one. Look at that helmet with the visor that just like sticks up a little bit. Really, really... Oh, he goes down, but I really, really love the look of those guys. Is it just me or did that face change all of a sudden then? Just Bannerlord being Bannerlord. It's janky, but we love it, guys. Who else have we got on the battlefield today? Oh, yep, I can see a knight there from Le Couronne Francais. It's the French crowns. Gone down, but I'm sure there's a few more that... Yep, there's another one there. Le Couronne Francais or CFR. Another fantastic, fantastic clan. A lot of skilled players on that one. Oh, Short King. Interesting, bud. So, yeah, NATO. I love the acronym for that, but in Bannerlord stands for North America Teutonic Order. Very, very cool. Luca, welcome to the live stream, bud. Good to have you here. Oh, how comes you're not playing tonight? Do you not? So I guess you'd normally be on these events. I mean, if you're working, does that mean you're working late night on a Sunday, or are you in a different time zone to me? Let's see. There are a few clans on the battlefield today that I don't think I've actually seen before. Like these guys here with the sort of like sun emblem, like the black checkers. Not sure who they are. If anyone in the chat knows the names of some of these new clans, let me know. But I mean the branding there, it almost looks like something out of The Witcher, doesn't it? Who else have we got on the battlefield? Moving over here, yep, I can see the banner from the Kingdom of Hordaland. This is the clan that I play for, guys. Oh, and he goes down just as I said it. We've got the Raven crest on our shields. Normally, guys, I'd be playing in these events, but I always like to take some time out every now and again just to spectate, bring you guys some of that nice bird's eye view footage. Oh, Luca, sorry to hear that, bud. Well, I'm hoping we can make your night shift a little bit better with this one. So, guys, another bit of new news, actually. So, while I predominantly stream on YouTube, I am streaming to a couple of other platforms tonight as well. And I've got this nice little software now that gives me all the chat from the different platforms. I think one thing I want to try and do in future is get a bit of that chat up on the screen. Do you know what I mean? Next to my face or something. But maybe we'll see if we can get that organised for the next one. But yeah, no, streaming to a few other well-known platforms. I won't say it here just in case the YouTube gods favour my channel less for mentioning some of the competition. Oh, guys, it's going to be a good one tonight. I literally can't wait for this to start. So, anyone joining us less familiar with these events, we are going through the warm-up phase at the moment. This isn't the battle, so we're just having a big free-for-all. But when the battle starts, it's going to get so good, because what happens is every single group has like their own leader and a banner, and they'll be in a Discord together talking it out. And when the round starts, you'll see exactly what I mean, but they'll all be moving in formation, and it's going to look very, very sort of authentic medieval. I'd say, although obviously it's not going to be like a real medieval battle, this is probably as close as you can get in the gaming world at the moment. You know, at least until some of the new titles that I know are on the horizon that look really exciting come out. Chronicles especially, I don't know whether you guys have heard of that title. That looks like it's shaping up to be another sort of Bannerlord competitor. Oh, so guys, here we go. The clock is counting down. We've got 15 seconds until the first round begins. Guys, I'm going to start it off without the team UI, just because I find it looks a little bit more immersive on the in the stream. But as the video goes on, let me know if it's too difficult to follow, because I can always change the UI and put the team markers on. So guys, we've got one team forming up over here. Normally in these KTE events, we've got one team called the Empire of Valathar, and another team called the Freeborn Clans. Not 100% sure which these guys are, but do you know what? For the sake of this video, we're just going to call this team the Empire of Valathar. We'll find out later on. Oh, look at the emblems on these guys. Look at their shields. That's some very, very cool stuff going on there. So clans are heading towards the front lines. We've got this clan with the sort of black checkered sun shields. If anyone knows the name of these guys, let me know. Funny Boy 38, good to have you, bud. And as we go down the main alleyway of this town, the guys are heading towards the control point. Oh goodness, and you can see the other clan on the other side. Given that it's got KOH on it, probably the Freeborn clans. But guys, the Kingdom of Hordaland. Oh, I mean, maybe I'm biased because it's the clan that I play for, but these guys are just... Oh, there's nothing that beats the blue shields of the KOH. Oh, so the battle's officially beginning. The Freeborn clans, they're playing a little bit less aggressive, choosing to hold the choke point here. They are falling back ever so slightly, but I suspect they're not going to let the men get around them. They're going to hold them right here where it's narrowest. Although, where are the rest of the Freeborn clans? There's a few of them over here. I feel like the Freeborn don't have all of their men here. But they are holding the front line. Look, we've got the Teutonic Order. Oh, and a massive push by this Black clan around the side. Oh, and that completely disrupts the battle line, and the Freeborn clans get sent flying backwards. Look, a few of them get cornered over here. And there's no hope, guys. The members of the Freeborn on this side, they're just going to get cut down. The main battle does seem to be happening over here, though. Look, we've got a few men going out on these planks onto the icy lake, just doing what they can. Got this guy facing off against 3 enemy all by himself. Oh, I mean, there's nothing he can do there, but he's doing a fantastic job surviving, and he goes down. Moving back around up here. Okay, so the Freeborn are just about holding a battle line here. You can see Le Couron Francais. Oh no, sorry, the Kingdom of the Franks, sorry, the yellow guys. They are forming a nice battle line, facing off against these black armor units. I think I can see a few men with the red diamond on their shield. That will be Blood Diamond. Another very well-known household Bannerlord clan, that one. You'll see them feature in a lot of my videos. Oh, but guys, I can't call it. You know, although it's difficult to tell, you've got the Freeborn holding the battle line on the left here. You've got the Empire of Valathar on the right-hand side. And, I mean, it's a tough one. If I was going to eyeball it, I'd say the Empire of Valathar probably have just slightly more men, although we are only looking at one part of the field. Yeah, look at this. The last few men from the Freeborn clans here are getting surrounded. Oh, they're in the back lines there. Just a few men left from the Kingdom of Franks, and they try to run for it, but there's just nothing they can do against those numbers, guys. It's all over for them. That's such a shame. Still, they fought valiantly, and actually, to be fair, they are still alive. Look, there's 4 of them down here on the lake. 5 of them. Okay, so I mean, if they regroup, maybe if they can pick off the Empire of Valathar in isolation, they might just be able to do something. Oh, look, okay, so they've grouped together. Coming in from behind. It's suddenly looking much more even there, guys. Can they do it? Can they do it? Cavalrymen raging through there. Oh, do you know what I think they might do? There was a massive push from the Empire there, but they seem to be doing much better all of a sudden. Oh, yes, look. And guys, I mean, I thought the Empire of Valathar were going to win that one, but boy, was I wrong. Crikey. Lander Gaming on BRE. To be fair, the BRE Bretonians are doing their own Sunday event in parallel to this one. But no, unfortunately, I don't think they feature in this one at the moment. You know, we're working on the guys over there, trying to get them into this one. We'd love to see a few BRE guys in this event. There we go. So round 2 officially begins. Currently, the score is 1 point to the Freeborn clans and 0 points to the Empire of Valathar. So let's just move through. Here we go. So this is the Freeborn clans forming up. And guys, this is what I mean. Look, you've got the Bannerman, the Teutonic Order there. You've got the leader of the Teutonic Order there out in front. So all of these guys in this clan, they'll be in a Discord channel where their commander will be issuing commands, telling them where to go, whether to form shield wall, get the swords out, get the spears out. Yeah, it's really, really intricate. So they head towards the front line. It does look like the Freeborn clans are slightly split up. So if we get a bird's eye view, you can see the Teutonic Order at the bottom there, Kingdom of Hordaland at the top there. Okay, yeah, and actually probably a wise shout. The Teutonic Order are choosing to join the rest of their allies on this side. I think that's a wise shout. There's only 100 and something players on each team in this battle. It's a little bit smaller than we sometimes see in this channel. But with battles of this size, it absolutely makes sense for the different clans to stick together. So Kingdom of Hordeland out top, yep, and the Teutonic Order bringing up the rear. Okay, but look at this, the Empire getting a sneaky flank around here, but you know, the Kingdom of the Franks, they're onto them. They're following them. Okay, but look at this. They're now on the bridge, and the Teutonic Order are trying to hold them at the choke point until the allies arrive. Oh no, but they're not doing a good job. There's just too many. Fortunately, most of them go down this avenue, falling back gracefully, but I think a few did get cut off here. Oh no, guys. Oh, that's such a shame. Quite a few clans there got sandwiched by the Empire. But where's the rest of them? We've got the Kingdom of the Franks here, maybe arriving a little bit late, but perhaps just in time to sort of salvage things. They're running into the fray. It looks like they're using this bridge as a sort of choke point of sorts. They're just trying to make sure that the enemy can't get behind them. They're forming a nice battle line here. Okay, and reinforcements from the Kingdom of Hordeland coming around the corner, not a moment too soon. So hopefully, despite that fairly dubious start, the Freeborn clans might be able to bring this back. So let's move down here, see what's happening. The Empire of Valathar on the right-hand side there, fighting against the Freeborn clans on the left. The Empire do seem to have the momentum, pushing the Freeborn back. You know, when you have, or when you're outnumbered by such superior numbers, sometimes all you can do is just a tactical retreat. Does seem to be holding here. Despite being outnumbered, the Freeborn are putting up a good defense. And yep, look at that. I'm sure they're talking on the Discord, but a nice tactical retreat down to this choke point. Perfect tactic when you're outnumbered like this. As they get pushed back, reinforcements from the Kingdom of the Franks come from behind. Is it going to be enough though, guys? Is it going to be enough? I don't know. You can tell from the momentum there, the Empire has still got that forward momentum, constantly pushing the Freeborn back. You know, we are just looking at one part of the battlefield here. There's probably a few other fights raging elsewhere. I don't know, guys. I mean, I called it a little bit too prematurely in the last one, but I think this might be a victory for the Empire. I can't see any other battles happening on the rest of the field there, so I think this is just the last pocket of fighting that's left. We got the last stragglers from the Freeborn clans here, getting surrounded. Although they do have reinforcements. I'll tell you what, guys, for the next battle, let's stick on the UI that lets us know who's on what team, because I'm not going to lie, I'm struggling to keep track of who's who on this one. So I can only imagine what it must be like for you guys watching secondhand as well. Nico XYZ, welcome to the stream, bud. How you doing tonight? How's your Sunday going? Good to have you here. So, I mean, we do just have a few pockets of fighting. So we are drawing just to the close of this last round. And I'm not sure who's going to make it, but is it going to be the Empire? I think it might be the Empire. Unless these guys can just clutch it back. So this guy being chased down by 4 players. How long can he survive? I'll tell you what, he's putting up a good defense. Oh, but he goes down. I mean, let's face it, nothing you can do. So that is 1 point to each team. 1 win to the Freeborn clans, another win to the Empire of Valathar. So guys, just while we're waiting for the next round to start, I am just going to jump in, see if we can get the team graphics to show. Let me just quickly check. How do we get those to show up? Is it under gameplay maybe? They're down here somewhere. UI skill? No. You know, it's been so long since I've gone in here. Here we go. Friendly troop banner opacity. So if we put that up just ever so slightly, we should get some nice faint markers over the tops of some of the troops. He says, although I'm not seeing them just yet. Maybe if we try the other team. Got them on this side. Do you know what, guys? It could be because we're spectating that maybe we don't get the team markers. Well, if we don't get them, I guess we'll just have to do our best with what we've got. But I'll see if I can do a bit of prep work. There might be a mod or something we can install that makes it work on spectators. Oh, look at that early charge from the Freeborn. That guy does get caught, but I think just about all the cavalrymen survived there. That was a great early charge. And look at this. They took out 2 of the enemy. In fact, this guy looks really heavily armored. I think they might have taken out the officer from this clan. That was a really, really good charge. So here we go, guys. Moving to the front lines once again through the narrow alleyways of this town. We go down here. Look, you can see the Freeborn clans, the Kingdom of Hordeland here holding the bridge. They're also holding the choke point here. I mean, they've got men on either side. Oh, but the cavalry break through. Fortunately, the Kingdom of Hordeland spears are there waiting for them. Oh, and there's just nothing that the cavalry could do there against those spears. Absolutely nothing. But here on the bridge, the Empire is pushing forwards. The nice thing about Bannerlord, guys, is that we do have these nice momentum mechanics. So if you've got more men in your line pushing, you can kind of push the enemy back. You're a little bit like a rugby scrum. So the Empire have just flooded into this courtyard, forcing the Freeborn to kind of fall back. So I think at the moment, while the enemy and Freeborn were grouped nicely, it does seem to have like devolved into a mosh pit now. There's quite a few Freeborn on this side fighting. Nice line from the Teutonic Order there, fighting against the Empire on the left-hand side. Oh, but guys, massive push there from the Empire. Look, you can see them flooding forwards into the gap. The Freeborn just have to fall back. There's nothing they can do there. Here we go. We are just the eye in the sky watching this unfold. So these guys all belong to the Empire by looks things, moving in one group. Really, really good tactic. Generally, players that fight together tend to survive longer. Yep, and the archers from the Freeborn there, trying their best to get some shots, but you know, they're being chased down, so their swords come out. But guys, remember, the archers don't have shields, so in melee, they are no way near as effective as the heavy infantry. Oh, they're doing their best. Their absolute best. In fact, look, this guy fighting against this superior guy with the shield. I'm surprised they lasted this long, guys. I don't know whether you've ever played archers, but I find in these situations, I fall very, very quickly. So the fact that these guys managed to last as long as they did, that's a testament to the player skill. So guys, that's another victory for the Empire of Valathar. So the Freeborn did have a pretty good start there. They opened the game with a really strong, definitive win. But now we're 3 rounds in. The Empire have managed to win the second 2. I think the second match was quite close, but the Empire absolutely steamrolled in this one. Let's see if they can keep it up. So how many guys have we got on the stream right now? 11! Welcome, guys. I know there's going to be a mix of people that are watching that like to participate, and a mix of people that just like to lurk in the corner and watch this cool, epic content unfold. But whoever you are, welcome to the stream. Man, one thing I will say is the attention to detail in this map is just unreal. If you think about it, every single one of these little assets had to be hand-placed by the guy that made this map. So while we're here, Empire Cavalry getting an early start in round 4. They are heading towards the Freeborn spawn point. Maybe they're trying to catch them off guard. Looks like the Freeborn have already begun. Oh yeah, look at this! Oh, they are just raging through. Oh, I don't know if that was a good shout, guys. Going through a kind of vertical column like that. I mean, you get those first few guys, but as soon as they know you're there, yeah, I don't know, guys. I think that maybe that wasn't worth it for the cavalry. I think a few of them did get out of there, but I think the cavalry lost more units there than they killed. So the Couron Francais and the Knights of the Teutonic Order here heading on the right. Yep, look, and we got the Empire holding this control point here. And this guy out in front absolutely taunting them. Just trying to get them to come towards them. I don't know. What do you reckon, guys? Is he baiting them into a trap? He might be. And over here. Yep, the glorious, glorious shield wall of the Knights of the Teutonic Order. Yep, and they progress towards the enemy line. Let's go up a little bit, see if we can get a nice bird's eye view of the action. Here we go. First blood has been drawn on the shield wall. The Freeborn do seem to be playing aggressive here. The Empire, well and truly defensive. But, you know, this is only a fraction of the battlefield. There'll be other pockets of fighting just like this that are breaking out throughout the town. But let's go upwards, see if we can find out where they are. Yep, look, here's one down here. Kingdom of Hordeland fighting against the Empire. Oh, but the Empire coming from behind. We've got Blood Diamond here, a few other clans. Oh no, Kingdom of Hordeland got absolutely surrounded there. Look, did you see that they had like 10 men? And then just in a matter of seconds, all of them go down. I'll tell you what, guys, Bannerlord multiplayer, it's all about maneuvers and getting the jump on your enemy. You know, you get a mixture of maps. Sometimes you get like an open field battle where it's a little bit easy to spot the enemy coming. But in these like small alleyways, oh, it's so difficult to keep an eye on all the different avenues of attack. Crypto Knight, interesting, but I didn't see that. So Blood Diamond didn't have archers for the first 2 rounds. So maybe they were at a slight disadvantage. But I'll tell you what, they do seem to be annihilating now. I mean, I take it these are the Blood Diamond archers here. That looks like Blood Diamond armor. I'd recognise the sort of black leather that they usually don. Yeah, look, all of these men here from the Empire just flooding into the gap. We've got a few pockets of resistance from the Freeborn clans. A few Freeborn cavalry riding around there. Let's follow this guy. Moving out into the open, yet probably a good shout for the cavalry. He's going to race around, try and go in for the charge because, you know, he's got to go for it. I mean, although he's running away, you know, the game's got to end at some point, so... Oh, but guys, look at this. The Empire, once again, absolutely dominating. So let's see if we can find out where the Freeborn clans are. Remaining men. We do have a final fight coming to an end down here. Oh, that guy getting absolutely ganked by like 10 different men. What a shame. Fortunately, you know, Bannerlord does have mechanics that stop games dragging out for too long. So you can see here, this is capture point B that both the teams would have been fighting over for this round. A capture point basically gets allocated at the beginning of every round. And basically, the stars at the top of the screen, although they're not changing for us, maybe that's another spectator bug, but one of them will be going down for the team that hasn't taken the flag. So, you know, there's only so long that you can run away for before the other team wins. Let's see, are there any other pockets of resistance? I see a lot of enemy or men from the... in fact, yep, there you go, that must be the victory, because look, this was the last Freeborn cavalryman down there. To be fair, I find in those situations, when you're outnumbered 50-1 and you're the last man standing, just get yourself in there and end the rounds. You know, I think we all want to see that really epic comeback where one guy defeats 50, but I don't know, it's never happened in the time I've been watching Bannerlord. Let's put it that way. Oh, let's see if I can pronounce it. Lotheringia. Am I pronouncing that right? Yes, it is, bud. This is made by one of the sort of Bannerlord players, Ananas. Literally every single building, boat, flag, fence pole, it all had to be manually placed. I'd hate to think of the number of hours that went into this. But no, they've done a really, really cracking job with this map. And it's all part of the KTE event mod. So this is a mod pack that's been specially designed for these weekly events. So here we go, Kingdom of Hordeland, cavalry out in front, looking to find the enemy and get behind them. You know, we saw the Empire cavalry doing something similar last round. Let's see if the Kingdom of Hordeland cavalry can pull this off a little bit better. Yep, look, here we go. See the Empire infantry heading off down the alleyway down there. And where did they go? I can't even see them anymore, guys. They've absolutely disappeared. Oh well. Stealth cav. That's what we like to see. Well, either way, let's move down to the main infantry lines of the Empire as they head towards the front line. So it looks like we are fighting over this courtyard once again. I think, guys, we've seen this side of the map quite a lot in this stream, just because control point A and B tend to be the ones that get seen the most. So you can see here, control point A is in the middle of this frozen lake. So that's the control point that's being fought over. And I think the Empire of Valathar currently has the point. So it's really going to be on the Freeborn clans to come to them. So Freeborn are forming up in the centre. Got the Kingdom of Hordeland here. Once again, their shield wall. Look at the arrows in those shields. They are absolutely soaking it up. I like the fact that some of the guys there kneeling to protect the feet from the incoming arrows as well. I think it's wise actually of the Freeborn not to play too aggressively yet, because they don't want to like charge forwards and get caught out. So I think holding this small choke point with the archers in the back, really good shout. I mean, I do feel for the archers on this map, because they obviously are going to find it very, very difficult to get hits, because, when there's a huge blob of fighting in a narrow space like this, they're just as likely to hit their allies as they are the enemy. Hey, the French monk! Welcome, bud. How you doing tonight? It's been a while, hasn't it? Honestly, really good to see so many friendly, sort of familiar faces in the, virtual faces in the chat tonight. Oh, so here we go, guys. The shield wall from the Freeborn clans is holding really, really well here. Although it's quite difficult to tell, there's so many different clans on the battlefield. On the right-hand side, there's a shield wall from the Freeborn. On the left-hand side, we've got the shield wall from the Empire of Valathar. And the Empire are pushing forwards. I mean, there's a small pocket of Freeborn here that are just getting surrounded. Look, the Empire behind them. They're trying to fall back to join their allies. Oh, but there's nothing they can do. They just get sandwiched against that wall and cut down. I'll tell you what, it's not looking good for the Freeborn clans at the moment. While they are trying their best, I'm not sure what's going on tonight, but the Empire just seem to be steamrolling, especially the last few matches. Look, you can see the forward momentum there as the Empire come charging down this alleyway. And the last few members of the Freeborn clans here. Look, we've got the leader of the Kingdom of the Franks here. Oh, he goes down. What a shame. Very cool cape, by the way. Look at the detail on that. Very, very nice texture. And there we go. The sound of swords clashing comes to an end as the Empire clean up and finish off the last stragglers. There we go. So we've played 5 rounds so far. We've had 4 wins for the Empire of Valathar, and we've had 1 win for the Freeborn clan. So what's the time at the moment? Just coming up to 8 o'clock where I am. So that means we've still got half an hour of the event left. So while it's going to be tough for the Freeborn clans to pull this one back, not impossible. I've seen more less likely clutches come back. Let's put it that way. But I'll tell you what, if they're going to stand a chance, they're going to have to start winning some rounds, and pretty quick. So we followed the Empire at the start of the last round. Let's switch this way and follow the Freeborn clans. Do you know what? I wonder if the problem at the moment is exactly what they're doing right now. Have you noticed how the Freeborn, they're literally splitting into 2 groups? And they're quite spread out. This might be one of the reasons why they're not doing quite so good, because when you're split out in these smaller events, if the enemy team bring all their forces to bear on one of your groups, it's the classic like Napoleonic divide and conquer. You separate the enemy forces and then pick them off one by one. I don't know if that's necessarily the issue, but yeah, that certainly isn't helping. Let's put it that way. So I don't know if you guys saw that. All the men there got their shields up at the same time. I do actually have the Kingdom of Hordeland chat in my headphones. You guys can't hear it on the stream, but I'm listening into it just to make sure we don't miss the action. But the officer literally said, shields up, and then literally all of them in unison, shields go up. Really, really cool sight. So at the moment, the Freeborn clans choosing to play passively, heading to the right, probably to join their allies on the other side of the field. What's happening around here? Are their allies already engaged? Let's have a little look. Okay, look, here we go. I mean, the Empire looks fairly split out as well. I thought the Empire might have all their forces on this side, but it does look pretty even, actually, considering. Oh, so look, we got this small clan here fighting for the Empire. I've not seen these guys before, but I really like the red branding. It sort of reminds me of, you know, ye old infantrymen from the English back in medieval times. Yeah, look at that. Oh, look at this! So here was me saying that the Empire was going to do divide and conquer. Look, the Freeborn have actually got in behind the Empire here. Look, yep, here we go. These guys coming around trying to prevent them from escaping. Right now, the Empire is just sandwiched between two forces of the Freeborn here. Although, that said, while the Freeborn do have superior positioning, I do wonder whether the Empire have superior numbers here. Oh, massive push from Kingdom of the Franks here and the Teutonic Order. Really, really good to see. Just keep that momentum going forwards, guys. Keep it going. This is exactly what we want to see. They just need to keep it up for a little bit longer. There we go. They've all but wiped out the enemy on this side. The Freeborn just need to keep pushing forwards. Look, we've got quite a few people in the back lines here who aren't bringing their arms to bear. They just need to get stuck into the fray. Keep those swords coming down on the enemy shields. Over on this side, Le Courant Francais. The French crowns doing what they can. Yet the Bannerman getting a nice spear there. Takes one of the enemy out. Who else have we got on the battlefield? Does look like the Empire are starting to sandwich the Freeborn in this corner. But I mean, the numbers still look pretty even. I know it's difficult for you guys to see just because we haven't got the team markers up, but trust me guys, it's about 50-50 over here in terms of the numbers on each team. A few archers from the Freeborn in the back lines here. That guy trying to take them out goes down. Ooh. The last archer here doing his best to fight off this guy from Blood Diamonds. Can they do it? Two archers there fighting together. Tell you what, they are doing a cracking job. Yes, and that guy goes down. Yeah, keep it up, guys. Another one. Oh, I'll tell you what, this is looking good. And another one goes down. Look at this. Although we do have this archer from the Empire of Valathar here. Looks to be one of the Blood Diamond archers. Oh dear. Yep, so there's the Empire. Pushing forwards once again. I don't know, guys. Is that it? Yeah, that's it. No more soldiers from the Freeborn on the field there. Oh, I'll tell you what, though. So, although that's another victory for the Empire of Valathar, it was pretty close that time. You know, some of the previous rounds, the Empire have won by quite a long margin. And actually, that one was a little bit closer. So, given that the Empire have 5 wins and the Freeborn have 1, yeah, I mean, the only way the Freeborn are going to win this now is if they manage to win every single match from this point forwards. You know, we've got 20 minutes left. Hopefully enough time for 4 more matches. If they can win all of them, that might be just enough to bring it back. So we'll see. We'll see. But I mean, it's not looking hopeful for them. My money right now is definitely going to be on the Empire of Valathar. So here we go, guys. Speaking of the Empire, here they are, moving through the town once again, choosing to split their forces down 2 alleyways. However, they are keeping them relatively close, so I think they're heading towards the same objective. Honestly, after this event, I'm going to do a bit of research, guys, see if I can learn the names of some of these new clans. I've been a little bit out of the KTE events for a couple months. I think there's a lot of newcomers to these, certainly with players that we probably know, but certainly they've reorganized themselves into different groups. Like some of these guys here, definitely from, well, actually I was going to say Blood Diamond, but actually that's a moon, not a diamond. And these guys, I need to know who these guys are. This is some of the coolest branding I've seen in Bannerlord for a long time. Honestly, it really reminds me of the that faction from The Witcher. What's it called? Nilfgaard, isn't it? They've got a kind of like black sun that looks just like that. So it looks like we've got a shield wall from the Kingdom borderland here, fighting for the Freeborn clans. They are moving backwards. I think it looks like they're being flanked on the side here, so they're just moving back to a position that means they can hold things a little bit easier. Yeah, I think that's a wise shout, especially considering they've got enemy coming from both sides. Yeah, nice. So the Empire of Althar do have superior numbers here. And actually, because of their superior numbers, you can see the momentum mechanics there in Bannerlord. They're not able to hold them back, and they push forwards through the choke point and straight out into this. Oh, the Freeborn did what they could there to try and hold the shield wall. It does look like most of the Freeborn here are kind of wrapping around a little bit to the left as the Empire spreads out into the courtyard. So yeah, look, we've got a pocket of the Freeborn here. Members of the Kingdom of Hordaland there, fighting enemy units. Really, really close quarters, guys. Look, we're right down in the thick of it, right in the action. Yeah, French Monk. I'm glad I'm not the only one that thinks that. I'll be honest, I'm not, like, massively familiar with The Witcher. I never actually finished a game, but I just really like the art direction of those games. Very cool. So here we go, guys. Once again, the Empire just proving that they just always thinking about superior positioning. Look, once again in another match, you know, you got the Freeborn clans being sandwiched in the middle, and the Empire just run amok all around. I mean, look, guys, all of these men left here, excuse me, they all belong to the Empire. There's just nothing that the Freeborn could do there. Like, that wasn't even close. I think the Freeborn, you know, I think we're getting to the point where it's going to be pretty impossible now for the Freeborn to bring this one back. But what they can do is if they just secure a few cool victories, you know, that's all they know, because at least then they can lose knowing that they saved face, knowing that the enemy had to really fight for it. So here we go, guys. Empire just moving around, hunting down those last few players. So guys, just while we're here, if anybody on the event tonight is looking for a clan to join, or, you know, maybe you've been seeing a lot of these events and you're thinking you might want to get involved, I've created this nice little screen to advertise the Kingdom of Hordaland. So this isn't a clan that I own, but it's a clan that I play for. And they're just a really cool bunch of guys. Honestly, if you want to take part in events just like the one that we're watching right now, this right here is the clan to join. I'll be in the Discord, so if you do jump in, make sure to hit me up. I'll be in there under the username Cloudwolf, my old gaming handle. But yeah, honestly, guys, if you're thinking of changing clan or new to these, just click the Discord link in the description below. We accept players of all experience, whether you've been in it for a few years, whether you've never played before, and this is literally the first time you've downloaded and installed Amazon? No, Bannerlord, that's what I'm thinking. This is the clan for you. So guys, let's switch back to the game camera and we'll carry on watching the action. Oh no, that's my face. This definitely isn't where the action is. Let's try that one more time. So let's move outwards and see if we can find out where the two teams are. Oh, so we've got a little bit of a cavalry engagement here. Look, I think we've got 5 knights from the Empire, 5 knights from the Freeborn clans. And I mean, the Freeborn trying to do what they can there, but Empire troops coming into the battle here. So the Freeborn cavalry just having to fall back there. I'm not sure what that guy was doing, but good attempt. Usually, charging a shield wall with spears is a good way to get yourself killed. Okay, look at this. Freeborn moving into this courtyard. So guys, I like this courtyard. Unlike some of the other fighting we've seen in this match, this courtyard makes it nice and open. Look, you can see Freeborn clans here, Kingdom of Hordaland. See, these are the guys, right? The ones that I was just advertising. Really, really love the branding. They're a Viking-inspired clan. They're moving towards the front line. Oh, but I'm not sure what's happened here. The Kingdom of the Franks, they've gone in with no support there. I'm not quite sure what they were thinking. Oh, and Blood Diamond archers behind them. These archers belong to the Empire. Oh, I mean, the positioning right there, just firing straight into the flanks of the Freeborn clans. I mean, that right there, guys. Blood Diamond with these archer positioning. They won it right there with that. They would have racked up quite a lot of kills there as the Freeborn clans charged in. Oh, but the Freeborn doing a huge push around the right-hand side here. The Empire just doing nothing but falling back. But have they committed too many men over here? Because while they are winning, I just worry that the sheer number of Freeborn on this side, does that mean they just haven't committed enough troops to other parts of the battlefield? Let's go over to the other side. Got the last few men from the Kingdom of Hordaland here, trying to distract the enemy for as long as possible. This guy here being surrounded by 5 different men. Oh, he goes down. Rest well, soldier. Fought well. See what else we got. Over on this side, yep, Empire just surrounding and destroying. Oh, look at that headshot. Poor guy. Empire troops heading towards this line. It looks like we do have the Knights of the Teutonic Order. Still have a very healthy presence, but not for long. Just look at the tide. This right here, I mean, they're just a beach of sand, just trying to repel the wave after wave of the ocean coming towards them. There's nothing they can do. It's an absolute force of nature, the Empire there. Moving forwards, completely unobstructed. Well played to both teams again, guys. Do you know, I'm really surprised how this one's started out, guys. When this game began, honestly, the Freeborn were off to such a good start. And like, it was such a landslide the first round that they won that I just thought, these guys have got it in the bag. But as the match has gone on, honestly, the Empire have really brought it back. I don't know what happened, but they are really, really bringing their A game. So guys, let's go back to the game camera and we'll go out and checking the time. I think we got time for maybe 2 or 3 more rounds before we bring this to a close. Let's have a little look. We followed the Freeborn for a little while. Let's see if we can move in. Head towards the Empire once again. Who are these guys in the green shields? You know, I was going to say Vesmar Dominion, but I don't think this is them. While the branding's similar, the detail on the shields and the crest is a little bit different. Yeah, honestly, anyone watching the chat tonight and knows who some of these clans are, you know, please do let me know, either live in this chat or just post a little comment afterwards, because I'm really, really keen to understand the name of some of these newcomers. Yep, we got archers here. Firing across. Into the enemy. Yep, they got really, really nice vantage point from here. Although the Freeborn clans do have their shields up, so they're going to be soaking up a lot of the shields. Look at these guys. What other game allows multiple players to form shield walls and do medieval tactics like this game? Honestly, there isn't another one. Certainly not that I'm aware of. No game does large fights like Bannerlord. And guys, this isn't even a large multiplayer event. Honestly, we've got about 100, 150 people on each side in this event. So what does that mean? Yeah, 300 player event in total. But honestly, these servers can support anything up to 700 players. They happen sometimes, but when you spectate an event with 700 players, it really, really is something special. There you go. Teutonic Order there, falling back, tactical retreat against superior numbers, deciding to hold the line here. I mean, as long as the enemy keep trickling in, they might just stand a chance, but I don't know. I think that's wise, getting out of there, because even though they're not fighting, they are distracting like twice as many men from the opposing team there, who are no longer on the battlefield fighting. So hopefully that tactic from the Teutonic Order is giving the rest of the Freeborn clans enough time to kind of like clean up on this side. And I mean, to be fair, it does seem to be working. Look, we've got heavy presence of archers. We've got the Freeborn chasing off the enemy in the distance there. Looks like the Kingdom of Hordaland were forming the main fight there, so there are not too many of them left. That guy goes down. The archers forced to run away. Okay, yeah, but men from the Kingdom of Hordaland, the last few survivors here, including the bannerman and the team captain, protecting the archers there. But I think at the moment, running away from these guys is a good shout. I think hopefully the Teutonic Knights are around here somewhere and they can back them up. If they keep this up, this guy gets caught. Oh, and it might be all over for this one. Another cool thing about Bannerlord, guys, maybe it's part of these modded events, but when you get hit, it does lower your speed ever so slightly. So once an enemy catches you, they hit you or land that first hit on you with their sword, it will slow your character down, making it really, really difficult. So the reason why that guy just turned and faced them was because he knew he was doomed. He just thought he'd try and take out one of them on the way. So here we go, guys. Looks like they have grouped up with the Teutonic Order there. A few archers. The numbers are pretty even, But, I mean, the Empire do have more heavy infantry here. Much more lighter archers on the Freeborn side. Freeborn cavalryman there coming through. The Kingdom of Hordaland bannerman there has picked up one of his allies' shields. Oh, he goes down. The Empire, once again, proving that they know how to play. Yep, we've got a few archers here. I think this might be the last pocket of resistance from the Freeborn. So I think we'll stick with these guys for now and just see what they do. Archers moving through. And let's just keep following the guys. Yeah, they got a nice view down there. Oh, and I didn't realise this. Look, Kingdom of the Franks still have quite a few men left on the field. Oh, and more archers from the Freeborn clans. So guys, I wonder if this is going to be the next Freeborn victory. They might just be able to do it. This is what I mean, you know, although I don't think there's enough time for them to claw back the 7-1 world wins, they can definitely make it less close in these last few rounds. Come on, guys. Kingdom of the Franks bannerman there. Let's follow this guy. Moving up. We've got the leader of the Kingdom of the Franks. And then these guys here. Blood Diamond Archer. And whoever this chap is. Can't see his shield. Yeah, not sure what clan that is, but member of the Empire team. Oh, and he's hiding. Look at this guy. The song Brave Sir Robin Ran Away comes to mind on that one. Anyone in the chat old enough to remember that? A bit of Monty Python? Tell you what, I think the Freeborn might just win this, but guys, it wasn't a clear victory by any means. I think they've only just won this. We've got a 1v1 happening on the balcony. Infantry from the Kingdom of Hordaland fighting off against the Blood Diamond Archer. And to be fair, the KOH guy has dropped his shield just to make it a bit more fair. What a good sport. Giving the Blood Diamond Archer an opportunity to even the odds. Got another guy coming up here. I wonder if he'll stay back, let the fight unfold. Nah, he's just going in there. Finish him off. Yep, exactly. All is fair and love and war. There we go. That is the second win for the Freeborn clans. Hey, French monk. Glad you like it, bud. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I'd like to think everyone still remembers who Monty Python are. But I do sometimes wonder if that's becoming, you know, like a thing for us old farts. Do you know what I mean? Always remember back in the day as a kid, loved the Holy Grail. But I think as an adult, realising that the Life of Brian's the best one. I don't know, maybe that's a poll that we should do. In fact, do you know what, guys? I'm pretty sure on YouTube I've got the ability to create polls. Maybe I'll work that out for the next one, because otherwise I'll miss the action. But I think next time, yeah, we'll see if we can get some polls on the go. Ask you guys some sort of questions. Maybe we'll vote on which team we think's going to win at the beginning. So here we go, guys. Cavalry engagement breaking out. Have we had any fatalities yet? No, not yet. But, I mean, only a matter of time. I can see quite a few hits being landed there. Oh, in fact, one horse doesn't have its rider, so one of them must have been taken out earlier. Oh, there we go. Another rider from the Empire goes down. Oh, another good hit. Oh, I don't know, though. I think the cavalry have got to go. They're being harassed by archers there. They can't stick around. Oh, so this is cool. Look at the uniforms of these blue guys. It almost looks like they belong to the French crown or something, with those like fleur-de-lis. Very cool. Right, okay, so let's get a bird's eye view, guys, see if we can work out what the ruddy devil is going on. So it looks like we've got a fight happening over by this gateway. Heavy presence from the Freeborn clans there. They seem to be winning over here. As we move out, oh, reinforcements from the Empire coming behind, but I think they'll be okay. They have pretty much finished off the guys out here. So hopefully they can get back, hold this choke point. I'm sensing, yeah, Freeborn doing quite well on this side. Let's see what's happening elsewhere. Got more cavalry engagements here. Freeborn archers coming from behind here, just ganging up on the infantry that have found themselves isolated from the main forces. I think these red guys are the Freeborn as well, doing what they can. Smaller clan, I think I only saw like 4 or 5 players from this one. Oh, cavalryman there coming through, just getting a few nice hits and then disappearing off into the distance like a ghost. What else have we got here? It looks like the Empire are succeeding on this side. Down here, we've got 2 versus 3. Although, reinforcements from the Empire arriving, so I don't think the Freeborn there are going to last for too long. Let's get another bird's eye view. Where's that main battle that was happening over here? Is that all concluded? Yep, nothing happening over here. So let's see if we can find them. Yep, and as predicted, the Freeborn were victorious over there, and they race towards the Empire, who are victorious on the other side. So this, guys, I think this is the climax of the battle. Oh, the Teutonic Order there absolutely destroyed the Empire. Do the Empire have any more reinforcements on the field? A few isolated men over here, facing off against this guy from the Kingdom of Hordaland. Oh yes, but his allies from the Teutonic Order charge in, rescue him. Really, really nice teamwork there. As our dual-wielding KOH member races through the map. I think we are just at the point now where we're just looking stragglers. So I think these look like archers from the Empire. I mean, to be fair, the Empire do still hold the control points. But for how long? I think it's only a matter of time before the remaining Freeborn head towards them. Yep, look at this. Archers in the back line there, doing what they can. Is this going to be another victory for the Freeborn? I think it might be. Looks like this is a small pocket of resistance. While that guy does have a Teutonic Order shield, I think he has just picked that up. Shields do break in this game if they've been hit too many times. Oh, and there we go. Wait, what happened there? Oh, no. So, did you guys see that? So the Freeborn were actually winning the numbers game. They probably had like 4 times as many men on the field, but they just failed to take the capture point in time. So that meant that the Empire of Valathor were actually able to take that round. Despite not winning the fight, they did win the tactical victory with the control points. Really, really well played. Okay, message from the admin there. This is the last round, guys. So this is the climax of the battle. This is where we can expect both teams just to be really, really aggressive. You know, the score's already been decided, so I think we're going to see some pretty exciting play in this one. Maybe some clans splitting up a little bit more, trying to get some cheeky flanks and maneuvers, just playing a little bit less safe. And you know, the Empire can do it because they haven't got to win now. Doesn't matter if they lose this round, they've won the match anyway, so they might as well try some cool tactics. So here we go, guys. Following them down this alleyway. Sand, welcome to the stream, bud. Yep, I know exactly how you feel. Yeah, if you were just like some guy that lived up here in this balcony, imagine just looking at having your morning coffee and then just looking at this and being like, oh. Obviously, you'd probably say a slightly stronger word than that. But, you know, this is YouTube, and we don't want to get blocked by the YouTube algorithm. To be fair, actually, I have heard recently that YouTube are a little bit less strict when it comes to like swearing now. So, you know, maybe we'll get a bit of that on the stream in the near future. We'll see. Got to do a bit more research. But, you know, I feel like a bit of swearing would really bring these battles alive. What do you guys think? Nice push from the Teutonic Order here, down the icy frozen lake. They got some good momentum, gradually pushing the Empire, and then back here, Kingdom of the Franks crossing the river, trying to get behind the enemy. Hopefully that flank's going to work, because I wonder if it's a little bit too late. So they tried to get around the back here, but the fighting here is already stopped. So the Kingdom of Franks spent a lot of time running around the battlefield today. Not so much time actually getting in there and getting some kills. They have finally arrived, so hopefully they'll be able to even the odds down. But guys, look at this. Freeborn clans, huge presence on the left-hand side here. Pretty much every single person you see in shot right now, member of the Freeborn clans. And then over this side, we do have some stragglers from the Empire. The archers in the background there, just moving into the positions up here so they can fire on the Freeborn as they come through. Look at this, archer from Blood Diamond. Oh, can't see because of the roof there, but this guy here doing what he can to take out the enemy from afar. Oh, so I mean, the Freeborn have come through here. The Empire do seem to be defending against them fairly well. But look, we've got reinforcements from the Freeborn coming through here as well. I suspect the Empire are just going to have to gradually fall back as this one comes to a close. Come on, Freeborn, you can do it. I'm only rooting for the Freeborn guys because that's where my clan, the Kingdom of Hordland, are playing. There you go, look. Kingdom of the Franks here. This is a North American clan. Quite impressive, actually, because although this is a European event, they are fighting during European sort of Sunday evening. Oh, here we go, guys. Look at this. This is what we like to see. If only the Freeborn could have brought more tactics like this to the battle earlier on in the game. Very, very nice. So I think, guys, this final round looks like it might be a victory for the Freeborn. But, you know, only if they take the control point. They made that mistake last time, guys. Hopefully not going to be making that same mistake again. So, yep, this is where the last bit of fighting is coming down. This guy here just trying his best to defend against that many. But, yeah, nothing he could do. Just too many of them. And, yep, look, the Freeborn do have the flag. It's blue rather than red. So this one is looking pretty hopeful. Is it just me, or does the Bannerlord engine look better these days? I don't remember Bannerlord Reflections looking this good in the past. Some really cool graphics. Yeah, look, this archer from Blood Diamond here, doing his best. I think this right here is the last stand. Let's see if they can take any men with them. Good hit, good hits. Oh, he goes down, but I'll tell you what, he got a lot of hits on those guys. This guy goes down as well. Is that it? Any more men? Yeah, that's it, guys. So that is the final battle of the stream. What a brilliant match. So guys, let me stick on the main camera. What I like to do at the end of these streams is just have a little wash up, really, just to sort of cover the match. So in my mind, I think the biggest problem that the Freeborn had in that round was two things. I mean, they were subtle, but I think it was just enough to kind of make the difference. I think they had a tendency to split up into too many smaller groups at the beginning of each of the matches. But also, I think, I'm not sure what was going on with the archers, but I often saw a lot of the Freeborn archers stood behind their own lines, which meant they had to fire through their team to get the enemy. While the Empire of Valathar, I think, they were just a little bit better, weren't they? Just getting their archers around the edges, firing in from the flanks, just having those nice, clear shots. I'm sure that wasn't the only thing. Given the fact that we were spectating, we didn't see the numbers, so it might even have just been that the Empire had more men during this battle. But guys, honestly, great Sunday evening battle. Maybe just a bit of news about the channel at the moment. So I know I've been on a bit of a hiatus the last sort of couple of months, and the channel hasn't really been as active as it could be. And really, that's just down to a few changes in my own circumstances. You know, work's picked up a little bit. I'm finding I'm a little bit less reliable midweek about having free time. But what I might try and do is I still want to get the odd, scripted video out there, but I'll probably be putting a bit more focus on live streaming, a little bit like the one you've seen here tonight, just because it works a little bit better for me at the moment. So I'm able to just jump in, do the stream, and then not have to worry about doing a full day's editing at some point during the week. But yeah, I mean, whether this will be a permanent situation, I'm not sure, but certainly just for the short term, expect to see more live streams on this channel. And let me know what you guys think about it. Do you prefer the scripted videos? Maybe you prefer the live streams anyway. I'm keen to get some feedback from you guys, the viewers, because let's face it, why do I even do this? It's to bring you all the best battles that Bannerlord has to offer. Just read a few comments before we end tonight. French Monk. Do you know what, bud? I haven't tried the new Bannerlord beta, but yeah, you're right. There is a branch, isn't there, that we can all pick up. Yeah, do you know what? I might have to make a point of checking that out next week, actually, giving it a little go. Am I right in thinking the beta doesn't have the ships yet, obviously, but yeah, I've heard about some of the improvements to like siege mechanics, like the kind of like fog and weather systems, and just overall kind of like graphics improvements. So yeah, looking forward to seeing those. Crypto Knight, thanks for coming today. It's a very excited event today. Yeah, no, honestly, this was a really, really good battle today. I know we tend to cover a lot of like the kind of open field battles, so really, really nice to see something a little bit more close quarters. Right, guys, I think that's going to be it. I think the only final thing I want to do is, just in case we've got any more people watching, let's just plug the Kingdom of Hordaland one more time. So guys, if you liked what you saw today and you want to get involved in these battles, this is the perfect clan to join. I'll put a link in the description below to the clan. We accept members of all experiences. So whether you got years of experience, or if you're brand new to Bannerlord, and you want someone to hold your hand a little bit just to get into these events for the first time, honestly, it's so easy to get involved. Just click the link below, sign up for the clan, and they'll show you exactly what you got to do to join these events. So guys, thank you very much to everyone that tuned in today. This is just a small channel, but I'm really grateful for everyone that took an hour out of their Sunday to come say hi, have a chat, and just join me for a nice evening of just cool Bannerlord fighting. So guys, this is Matt's Fiefdom. Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you all in the next one.